So the Elder Scrolls 6 will be out sometime in 2027 or 2028, while the community of Elder Scrolls lovers keeps increasing because of how moddable Bethesda games are and how great past titles have been. The company responsible for the Elder Scrolls IP has allowed the franchise to stagnate for 16 years without a game release. Let's pause for a second. You have the Elder Scrolls, one of gaming's greatest low-rich fantasy universes, practically abandoned for close to 2 decades. Now, I won't even get into Elder Scrolls Online. ESO is not Elder Scrolls. I can't see through all the MMO BS that infests that game. I do wonder if the management at Bethesda even understands how no fantasy game series comes close to the magic of the Elder Scrolls. Do they even care at this point? It's amazing they have allowed such an iconic series to gather dust like this. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. The long wait is over. With 2 years to go before we start to see some signs of the game, here are some observations or trends that could affect your expectations when it comes to Elder Scrolls 6. So, Jesapa, the top Skyrim modder, releases a paid creation and the comment section freaks out. This person says, you are supposed to destroy the Creation Club content and not join them. And then we have, a Creation Club got him, damn. PC023 says, Jay, no, you had me until Bethesda Creations, why you do this? I felt a great disturbance in the force as if millions of mod enthusiasts suddenly cried out in terror. And then you have few supportive comments. This is what a paid mod should be. Professional voice acting, advanced scripts, new gameplay mechanics, complete compatibility for only $3. What a steal. And if a mod adds high replay value, quality, unique and handcrafted content, then I don't mind paying a fair price for it. As you can see, we have some people supporting the Creation Club and some people can't stand it. The Creation Club is a fairly controversial topic and I have already stated my views on the Creation Club in a previous video. Creating high quality mods with quests is an expensive and time consuming affair, but if the modding team can actually make money by selling faction quest lines via the Creation Club, they can hire specialists to do the writing, voice acting, level design and quest implementation. This will lead to more quality content and a viable career path for many talented modders. But at the same time, the Creation Club is an awful platform with no transparency. This is a platform from a company that has forgotten that modding support was an incentive to purchase and promote their games and now sees it as a resource to be extracted and monetized directly. Despite all the criticisms of the Creation Club, I see its popularity only increasing in the coming years. We will have more and more paid creations. My only worry regarding Elder Scrolls 6 is that Bethesda may consider the Creation Club to be part of the game. What I mean by that is that we could have 4 faction quest lines bundled in the release build of Elder Scrolls 6 and 2 or 3 other faction quest lines may be included as purchasable creations, essentially locking away story content behind a paywall. They are already doing it with Starfield, with the Trackers Alliance DLC faction. This faction has 2 quests, one free quest and one paid quest costing $7. Interestingly, many months have passed now and Bethesda has not released a 3rd quest for the faction. I hope the criticism has reached the management and they don't lock story content and faction quest lines behind a paywall. For many, it would be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Every Elder Scrolls game has been streamlined compared to its predecessor. Streamlining is not a new thing. Daggerfall had 35 skills, Morrowind had 27 skills, Oblivion got it down to 21 and Skyrim has 18. Morrowind had 8 armor pieces, Skyrim had 4. Levitation, spear, throwing weapons were eliminated with Oblivion. Mysticism, School of Magic and weapon/armor degradation were totally absent in Skyrim. These are just few examples of the streamlining of mechanics and systems that have occurred in the Elder Scrolls games. Also, Bethesda has a bad habit of scrapping anything that isn't perfect the first time instead of reworking it. For example, Radiant Conversations in Oblivion add so much life to cities. Instead of making it better, they abandoned it in Skyrim, resulting in quiet cities. Removing attributes only lowered Skyrim's complexity a little while sacrificing a lot of depth, the opposite of what you want to do in an RPG. Skyrim's character creation was awful. You select a race and then move on to character appearance. However, with Starfield's addition of backgrounds and traits, is Bethesda open to a more deeper character creation system? What aspects of character creation would you like to get back? Attributes, classes, traits? Do write in the comments below. Can we expect more armor slots? Can our character wear 2 rings? Is spell creation coming back? Can we wear armor and plain clothing at the same time like in Morrowind? Can we expect a better NPC dispersion system and rumor system compared to the trash we got with Skyrim? Will medium armor come back? I can go on all day. I have many more in my notes, but I will stop. After all, it is Bethesda and Todd we're talking about. They are the masters of streamlining and dumbing down, and I won't be shocked if Elder Scrolls 6 will be dumbed down further. But I have a feeling that Bethesda has listened to a lot of criticism over the last 16 years and hopefully will make some changes. I don't know, it's just a gut feeling. While I don't expect faction locking, faction rivalries or a functional reputation system, I just hope we get some reverse streamlining goodness for a change. Let me know what game mechanics and systems would you like to see back in Elder Scrolls 6. With the popularity of Fallout 4 settlement building and Starfield starship building and outpost building, it is guaranteed that Elder Scrolls 6 will have many new systems that add to the simulation experience for the player, which will result in a more immersive game world. When I've played Starfield, I really enjoyed exploring the outpost system to set up factories for manufacturing. The potential to manufacture stuff with complex parts and subparts with multiple outposts was very interesting. That was one of the best aspects of Starfield that I use in every playthrough of the game. Sadly, no reviewer on YouTube even spoke about this system and all the manufacturing chains. Also, the shipbuilder system was very well done despite there being very little flying in the game. For many story gamers, such systems are a total waste of time. Many of them hated building a settlement in Fallout 4, nor did they bother to explore Starfield shipbuilding or outpost management. That's fair. Story gamers are here for the story and not systems and mechanics. However, if you enjoy exploring gameplay systems and enjoy simulation, then I think you will love some of the systems that may come up in Elder Scrolls 6. I can think of 3 systems which will add to the simulation experience in the world of Elder Scrolls 6. Number 1. Shipbuilding. This will enable you to gather materials from the world and use them to manufacture ships. Number 2. Ship sailing. This will put you at the helm as the captain of your own ship. If Elder Scrolls 6 is based in Hammerfell, you can sail to many different ports and islands on the Abyssinian Sea. Number 3. Village management. This will be about creating your own settlements or towns as a way to express your creative ideas and use them as a repository to store resources. Now, are you guys a fan of some of the simulation systems that we may see in the game? What other systems do you want to see in Elder Scrolls 6? Do write in the comments below and I would love to read up on your ideas. A lot of people have high expectations when it comes to the next Elder Scrolls. But do they really understand what Elder Scrolls is all about? All of you story gamers out there, forget about a great narrative main quest in the Elder Scrolls 6. Don't have expectations of great writing or storytelling. Morrowind was the last game where Bethesda had real writing, in my honest opinion. It's been underwhelming ever since. So, if you are a story gamer, a narrative RPG like Witcher 4 will suit you more than Elder Scrolls 6. People who compare an Elder Scrolls game to Witcher 3 or Baldur's Gate 3 don't have an understanding of how Elder Scrolls games are RPGs. They are sandbox RPGs in a way that the player can become immersed in them. No games offer the freedom that Elder Scrolls does. They are essentially fantasy life sims allowing the player to live whatever kind of life they want to. I'm still playing Morrowind, Skyrim and Oblivion all these years later, and I've only finished narrative RPGs like The Witcher 3 and Baldur's Gate 3 once. The reason for that is simple. I can create my own stories in a sandbox RPG. I can't do that when the developers force me into a defined story no matter how great the story is. So, if you enjoy being creative and have some imagination to roleplay a character, do some basic exploration for environment storytelling, or put some effort into exploring gameplay systems, I think you will enjoy Elder Scrolls 6. Don't let the negativity get to you. And there will be tons of negativity. It is guaranteed. I'll talk about that in the next section. The release of Elder Scrolls 6 will be a huge moment for the gaming industry, especially as it has been so long since the last game. The hype train will be unreal. So, surely, the game will fail on user review platforms like Steam and is doomed from the start, right? Here are some of my predictions. Well, the irony is that these are very predictable, but here goes. Gaming news websites and YouTube channels like Legacy Killer HD, Luke Stevens, Matty Plays, Juicehead and others thrive on negativity for views. These and other channels will milk the game with negativity and will ensure the game is mass hated. Next, you have self-titled gaming intellectuals who will psychoanalyze every quest and bash Bethesda for bad writing. These people will never learn. Next, you have Morrowind elitists who will compare the game and will trash Elder Scrolls 6. Now, I love Morrowind, it is my favorite Elder Scrolls game, but I'm not a gatekeeper. But there are people out there. Then you have these story gamers who enjoy linear narrative cutscene games like Kingdom Come Deliverance and Witcher 3. These story gamers enjoy movie-style cutscenes. Put these gamers in a sandbox RPG like Elder Scrolls and they become clueless. They won't bother exploring, they won't get creative with role-playing and builds, and won't explore game systems. These narrative RPG story cutscene lovers will absolutely hate Elder Scrolls 6. Then you have a large group of Bethesda haters. They have a visceral hatred for the company for whatever reasons. They will automatically hate Elder Scrolls 6. Then we have the expectations crowd. These people have such lofty expectations that will never be fulfilled whatever Bethesda does, and thus they will hate Elder Scrolls 6. Finally, we have the immature kids who will just follow the herd. The end result will be extremely low scores on Steam and other review sites. That is guaranteed. How all of this affects your perception of the game is up to you. Only you can tune out all the noise, play the game and have your own perspective about it. Don't give in to external noise. It is a waste of time and energy. So there you have it guys. These were some of my observations and trends that I have been jotting down over the years. I won't make any more Elder Scrolls 6 videos until the game comes out. I care more for the amazing modders and modding projects out there. Let me know your thoughts on all we discussed today and about Elder Scrolls 6 in general in the comments below. May the divines watch over you.